my bad. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Lucrative Vision Podcast. I am your host, John Njoga. Today, I'm joined by our editor, Rudy Aguilar, who has to be silent right now because he's at work, and our other host, Collins Mugodo. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me today.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, we're a little bit short-staffed, but we'll be all right.
No such thing, man.
Full staff all the time, whether it's one person or zero.
Yeah, man. All you need is a mic. All I need is one mic. You know the way Nas says.
The world's gonna get back on track sooner or later, so might as well be ahead of it.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we can't do much about it. And honestly, it's not obviously there's certain things that you don't have any see. For example, it's sports, full stadiums, man. I took them for granted. I didn't realize them. Things like
Yeah, I know.
or just being able to just go out and play whatever, football, basketball, whatever with your friends and nobody feeling like, oh,
You're 6 feet apart, bro.
huh?
Facts. Now, I don't mind playing basketball now because now you can actually use the social distancing thing to your advantage. You can really tell people to, back up.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could be dunking and nobody, and you could
Yeah,
distance, my friend. No defense.
yeah, facts.
Let me live. That's
Facts.
flagrant.
Facts.
Oh my god, man.
All facts. And then you just gotta sit there, and just realize, like, yo, like, things are not going to be the same, and it sucks, right? And the thing that, like, why I'm not so surprised, because, like, obviously it's the beginning of the new decade, right? I don't know if '09 and 2010. I don't think the start of the decade was crazy. I think maybe we had I think we had the swine flu or some shit. We might have had the swine flu.
The swine flu.
Yeah, I think was it '09, '10?
We definitely had a few warning shots for sure. Bird flu,
Yeah,
swine.
yeah, and like,
The warning shots, Ebola.
and then the another thing, like, congratulations, Rudy, to you too, Collins, to you, and to me as well, and everybody else, bro. We made it 2 decades, bro.
2 decades.
2 decades, man. I'm a quarter of a century old.
Oh my. Like what?
Oh my god,
Century old, man.
quarter of a century old, bro.
Is that
What
is that what
the
it
like,
is?
bro?
Grass.
Yeah, 25, right? And then after that, it's 50, right?
Yeah.
And then by the time you hit 50, it's like, yo, bro, like 25, like you barely feel young now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then now, like, with right, with all with everything that's going on with the food and shit, just people just being tired. It's just funny. Like, it depends, right? Because if I got back on my bully and on my workout shit, right? Obviously, I definitely feel young. But if you kind of practice those habits where you're not, working out, you always eat crap. Obviously, you're gonna age quicker than somebody who's taking care of their body, right? That's why you can see an 80-year-old do a fucking marathon, and then our dumbasses can barely do the first lap, right? Because it all depends on conditioning and the amount of time that you put into training your body and preparing yourself.
I mean,
right? Yeah, just like a test, right? We both take the same math test, right? We could both know what 1+1 is, but if I'm chopping out the library every week preparing for the test, and you're not, obviously we're gonna have different results.
Yeah, big time.
$15 on take 6. Take 6. Yeah, so it's different.
I even forgot what we're talking about.
No, yeah, we're talking about nothing. Yeah, we're talking about nothing. Listen, man. I'm the rambling king.
Yeah, like it. You had like 3 or 4 analogies, and I was looking back. I was like, okay, no, this links back to.
Did it make sense or no? Hopefully it did. Remember, our platform was to help viewers learn and like bring awareness, not stupidity.
Yeah, I mean, it's helping us learn. That's the we learn. The more we learn, the more we can.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's all good.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, and there's I know pre-production, right? There's something that I brought up to you. It was something that we're supposed to talk about. I totally forgot about it. Oh no, I remember now. All right, so it was talking about maybe how do you feel about peer pressure and just like certain things that have certain influence on people, or how people are heavily influenced based on the fact that right we all want to be liked,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think the
Yeah.
people that who have grown past that are, have true power, right? Because obviously they have an understanding of what's going on, right? Not everybody can like you, and you cannot please everybody, but yet we still do it, right?
Yeah, we still
So,
try.
so for those who have given that up and understand, like, hey, I'm, A, B, and C, and D. This is how I'm doing things. This is how I move. This is how I rock. It's either you respect it or you don't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, his, I mean, youngsters, that's what they are, you know what I mean? That's literally how kids learn is by imitating, right? So
Yeah.
it's like a huge unlearning process once you get older.
Oh my God, yes, it is. It is. But here's how I see it. Right. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Mm,
Right. I feel like there's either two sides or maybe three parts. Right. There's the people that know what the fuck's going on that don't want to change it. Right. There's people that don't know what's going on, and then obviously the third is the people that know what's going on and make the change. Right. Left end, middle, and then right end of the spectrum.
okay.
So I don't know which part you are in, but I was definitely on the left end doing mad dumb shit. And now I'm kind
Yeah.
of bringing myself swiftly with consistency. Even though I'm up and down right now, I can bring myself to the right side. I kind of
Yeah.
move correctly. That should be the goal.
Yeah, and you know what? It's one of those things that has to go day by day. And I think with age and with experience, you start to realize why, like how imperfect it all is. I mean, from day to day, you could feel at 100% and at 0%, right?
Yeah,
Success, they say, is a practice, right? It's every single day. Um, even in the low moments where you keeping
sorry, boss. I know you're busy out there. Yeah,
keeping a healthy perspective at the end of the day is the most important thing.
V.
And then after that, you know, the work is it's gonna come naturally. It's gonna come from the right place.
Exactly. And I think that's another thing too, right? Um, it's the unknown, right? Uncertainty of the unknown, right? Where
Mm,
certain people are more comfortable going into that unknown, knowing that they all right. I have the requisite skills, I have the
mm,
knowledge, I got put onto game. Like there's no
mhm.
need for me at all.
But knowledge
So
isn't enough. Knowledge isn't enough. Knowledge isn't enough. I think it's the at the end of the day what we're finding out as as we grow older, right? Like the
uh-huh.
thing that kids lack is a grasp on like actual. I wouldn't say they lack it, but like the thing that they have to
Grow
gradually
into.
develop is values.
Yeah,
Values. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Thank you, boss. Yeah,
as a kid, like as an 18-year-old, you don't think there are any consequences because you think you're invincible and you
yeah,
act like somebody who is invincible.
yeah,
And then you grow older and you get to an age where you start to realize that you don't know everything, and that's okay because not every because everybody else doesn't know anything. And just to bring it back to that whole peer pressure thing, I think for me that's the realization that started to unravel that whole thing of trying to please other people, because those people that you're trying to
hmm
please are just as insecure as you are in other areas of their
yeah.
life.
Maybe even worse.
You know, yeah, yeah. At times, I'm not saying 100% of, but everyone has demons to battle, right? Everybody. So you just have to stay in your lane and battle yours, and you know, I mean, you'll get where you need to go, and that's it at the end of the day.
Yeah, that is it. At the end of the day, that's the only thing you can do.
You can only control what you can control. the rest of it isn't really up to you.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I don't know. I don't know. I just find certain things funny. It's just funny how the world works. How things work. How people either gravitate or retract from each other. Influence, right? Because as somebody who's battled with like a lot of this, one thing I respect, right,
Hmm.
is somebody like I was describing before. Somebody that can walk into a room, not give a fuck, really have, what I'm saying, all respect for themselves.
Hmm.
Doesn't have to please anybody.
Exactly. And you know what? Like, I think the one thing that's in common about all of these things is obviously you do what you feel is the right thing to do, and then what comes out of what you do just is not up to you. So, for example, if I do something good, how other people react isn't really up to me, right? It never is. And there's no
Yeah.
way I can ever successfully manipulate other people's reactions to me,
Mm-hmm.
right? But what I can do is be myself as best as I know how. And then as soon
Yeah.
as I know better, to then do better. And as long as I feel like as long as somebody is faithful to that natural journey, I
Yeah.
think we all eventually get where we need to go. Yeah.
Exactly correct.
Yeah.
Let me just pop this up to you, right? Because I was thinking about this the other day, right? Because like me, I like to take time out there, whether I'm by myself doing laundry, getting high, whatever. Just take time to just think, right? I just about everything. You know what I'm saying? Because right, because now we're all on our path to self awareness. So that means you have to take time, self reflection, right? That means
Yeah.
accountability. I just said, all right, because sometimes, because I think my insecurity kind of helped me, right? Because obviously we all have weaknesses, but if you could figure out how to turn that weakness into a strength somehow, right? That'd be the best thing, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. And it's kind of like the way that I usually most recognize this is how I respond to insults,
Uh-huh.
right? If somebody says something that isn't very nice, your reaction could be one of two ways, right? It could be to make it about you and to try to defend yourself in the eyes of the other person. And if you ever do that and you start to raise your voice, then essentially you've lost the argument.
Uh-huh.
Or you could have the perspective that this person is dealing with whatever it is they're dealing with, right?
Uh-huh.
And their opinion of me is not actually an opinion of me, it's a projection of their own insecurities,
Yeah.
right? Then it kind of frees you from how other people react to you, good or bad. Because there's also people that flatter you a lot
Yeah.
going well. And so like
Yeah.
that middle of the way, I just feel like that's where I'm trying to consistently be in terms of my mindset and my attitude.
Exactly. Another thing I've been trying to look into is just kind of like you said, right, switching from focus on to get people to like you to focus on being able to handle right insults, this is things like that, right?
Hmm.
Because what another thing, what I do, like I'm saying, say if somebody's this me or someone throws a shot or whatever, or someone says this about me, just do the whole shrug my shoulders, like, hey man, it is what it is. Because that's at the end of the day to me, like, uh,
You're breaking up a
someone
little,
doesn't like me,
a little
that's
bit. You're
fine.
breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, if somebody doesn't like me, that is completely fine.
Hmm.
Can you hear me better?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
All right, awesome. But the thing is, right? I definitely want to get to the end of this journey, right? No matter how long it takes, I need that result, right? I'll just put it this way. I need that result. I didn't know what it feels like to walk outside. And, you know what I'm saying? No matter how people feel about me, I have enough self-confidence
Mhm.
to never lower my head, right? And I think I know where that comes from. I think I figured that out, right? It's about providing value, right? Because we think like the only thing, right? Because for guys, like just naivete tells us, all right, boom, bitches, money, cars, swag. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look like this. You have a six pack. You have a swag. All this to get
Yeah.
bitches. Then you gonna be happy. Boom, you got it. You got it. You got the recipe to life, my guy. What the
Yeah.
recipe actually is boom. Even if you don't have it now, work on it, right? As a man, I would hear that your prime is not until you hit your 30s, really, right? That's when you're making your most money. You know what I'm saying? You're obviously you're mentally your most stable,
Mhm.
um, right? Because you've been through a lot of shit, and you're more mature all around, right? You're better all around as an individual, right? So
Yeah.
obviously, right, we have 5 years, right? And so I've kind of been taking that in, kind of, trying to calibrate some type of system or some type of tracker just to track my progress, right?
Mhm.
And I'm understanding, like, all right, boom. Because every time I'm down, Colin, I just think about, like, damn, bro. Like, I think about you, I think about Walter, I'm like, damn, bro, I can't let these guys down, bro. Like, I can't slack now. We just started this thing, you
Yeah.
know? And
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure you or Walter, everybody else goes through the same thing, right?
Oh, big time.
Yeah, and it's
Big
just like,
time.
dang, all right. Cause even like I'm not gonna lie to you, like when we're defining our roles, I was having trouble defining mine, right? Because I thought I had the least valuable role out of everybody, based off my perspective, just off based off what everybody else was bringing to the table, right?
Yeah. But you see, that's the thing, right? That's the weird trick because nobody would be there to bring things to the table if it weren't for you, right? So, like for me, like from my perspective, you were actually the most valuable. It was the most important to have you around because you're the reason this group is even assembled, right? So, like for me, like I'm not somebody that's looking to judge any of our performances at this early stage. We have a very small sample size of things to refer to, and
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like we're all trying to find our feet. You know, I think the only like I'll say it again, right? And yeah, he's probably can't hear me, but the one person that I feel like knows what he brings to this group consistently is Rudy.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And but for me, like I always um fluctuate between uh having a strong sense of purpose and then that sense of purpose kind of waning a little bit. That's a weakness of mine, right? It's been like on my report card in high school, it said inconsistent effort. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And it's something that you know what I mean, like I'm trying to work on actively. But it's a mental journey as well as one. It's a private journey as much as it is something that I'm looking to benefit the team with as well. You know what I mean?
Uh huh. Uh huh.
So I think as long
Yeah,
as for me, I think as long as our hearts are in the right place
yeah,
and we're consistent, regardless of how we feel, and we have been, right? Then that's the most important thing. The rest of it, the ideas will come and they'll go, but we have to still be. We can always come back. You know, the work or the inspiration will come and it'll go, but we always have to. That's the most important, right?
that is true. That is true. Um, I don't know, cause just like I said, these just things I think about, right? Because
Mm,
right, there's a place where I'm now, there's a place where I was before, and then there's a place that I really want to get to. And
yeah,
but another thing I always think to myself too, right? I'm kind of thankful for who I am and just being me, right? Because I've went through shit, right? That maybe somebody would, maybe less. What would I say? Maybe what insecurities or blemishes or whatever, right? Because we all have insecurities, right?
big time, man. Hello, you still there? John.
A few moments later.
Hello?
I can hear you now.
I bet, yeah. I don't know what I thought Discord was supposed to be better for us. What happened?
I don't know,
They need
man.
to have a
Maybe it's
better
because you're on
functionality for the phone.
phone. Yeah, man. It's Murphy's Law, man.
Yeah, that was a long pause. Intermission.
Hey, it's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good. It
Yeah, man.
happens.
Yeah, it happens.
What were we saying now?
We were getting in our feelings and talking about insecurity and shit.
Oh, what do you put it like that, man? Really?
No, no, no. No. We're talking. We're going. We're taking it. We're about to take a deep dive, but then we found out that pool was actually 3 feet, so we had to dig a deeper hole into the pool. So we're about to dive back in.
Yeah, let's dive in it. I wish I could sing.
Here we go. Oh, you're right.
No,
Yeah.
but
So
yeah, I think. Well, I was basically saying that as long as we're consistent, we're constantly showing up. We're practicing the art of showing up,
yeah,
essentially.
yeah. But I think what I fell off before was like I was saying is the formula, right? To kind of I'd say handle right all your emotions and your depression, right? Is to one get results and two like have purpose, right? All both of those purpose and results, right? Because we have purpose and results, bro. Listen, everything's gonna come to you instead of you chasing everything. Everything's just gonna come to you because you're the energy now.
Yeah, yeah. You have to be headed in some direction, because if you're not headed in some direction, you're standing still.
Yeah.
And if you're standing still, you're going back. That's how it goes. Because life moves forward.
Yeah. Right, and like as we were talking today, right? I talked to like I'm saying all my bros on the side, and we talk about balance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how balance is honestly really the key to life or living the saying the best life possible, right? Right. Obviously, not being an asshole, but not being a pushover as well, right? What is that middle ground?
Sometimes you do have to be an asshole.
Yeah, because I'm thinking I'm watching because I just be watching. I observe guys that are quote unquote people like know to be assholes, right? Like guys like Gordon Ramsay or like maybe like a Joe Budden or something like that, right? From the outside looking in, or maybe certain clips, or they can.
Hello. No.
One eternity later.
Well, obviously they understand that they can come off a certain type of way, right? But here's why it takes two, right? Not only as the person in a way possible that they can read. If you have to have some type of balls, bro. Like everybody gets their ass chewed out. So, like we said before, emotional intelligence. Everything you can't just break down every time somebody criticizes you, bro. It's just not. It's not good for you. It's not good for them. It's not good for anybody, right?
Yeah,
Because at the end of the day,
it's a waste of time.
at the end of the day, right? It's just everything is right. I want to switch this shit to the full circle podcast because everything comes coming down to full circle, right? Because I'm watching this Gordon Ramsay freaking this show, right? And like, yeah, he's chewing the owners out, but at the same time, it's like, yo, as an owner of a restaurant, right? People are coming to eat, right? People are paying for your dining experiences, your service. So if you're going to charge high end or high expense for people to come to your restaurant and eat, then you need to reciprocate that service, right?
No,
and obviously, hello?
And what I see from Gordon Ramsay is an intense passion, right? That like, if you're somebody that's just an employee that's coming there to get a paycheck, you know what I mean? It's a bit of a rude awakening, and you're gonna call him an asshole because he kind of is, because he has to be. He wants to get the best out of it.
Yes.
And
yes, that's why I didn't realize, bro. Played football, all this, right? I used to get so offended, right? You get criticized, you get, what I'm saying, and things like that. And I used to get so offended, right? and realized that like, yo, like this is the type of environment that, right? There's a reason why this is so intense, right? This is basically a simulation of war, right? It's me versus you, my troops versus your troops, right? The captain or like the coaches, or right, the lieutenants or the coaches, maybe the captains or the captains of the football team, right? And it's my team versus your team. Physical, you know what I'm saying? When we try to take each other's heads off
Exactly.
and win.
And the people who care about you are the ones that will yell at, they'll really lay into you when you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. People that
Yes,
care
you know,
about you, the people that are on the same team as you.
college. I didn't get it, bro. For three to 4 years, I didn't get it, bro. My dad would be on my ass, bro, about everything.
Yeah.
Still is, right? And before at that moment in time, right, you'd be like, yo, man, hop off my dick, man. This guy's annoyed. Can't wait to leave. Can't wait to you know what I'm saying, get him out of here. But thankfully for me, right, I was able to use my brain and and actually process, you know, what's going on, right? Take myself out of the situation, be like, all right, there's certain things, right, that he's doing this for a reason, right? And it's not only because of me taking a step back, but also he's one of those parents, right, that's tough on you, but also at the same time will sit you down and explain to you, I,
You're breaking up again.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
they don't want us to win, bro.
They don't want us to win, but we're gonna win anyway. Anyway,
Yeah, man.
you were saying that your dad is also the type of person that will sit you down and explain to you why he's being so hard on you, and that's what makes him.
Yeah, A, B, C, or D. Yeah, cause right, cause like, cause man, yo, bro, we about to go on a whole tangent, but fuck it. Like, cause I was gonna go into like, you know what I'm saying, the whole like, you know what I'm saying. That's why it's so important for like two parents, right? Even though you might gravitate towards one more than the other, both are important as fuck, right? Because obviously, like, you know what I'm saying, I guess I was leading to a more being a mama's boy, right? Gravitating, you know what I'm saying, talking to mom more, right? Asking for, you know, her for stuff more, right? Things like that. Because, you know, I kind of knew my dad was a little bit more sterner and stricter, right? But at the same time, I kind of thankful for that sternness and strictness, because, like, imagine if it was just, you know what I'm saying, my mom and just, you know what I'm saying, me. You know, I'll be out here doing all this fuck shit, right? And would be able to put my foot up in my ass and be like, yo, nah, this ain't it, until it's too late, right? And that's why it's, you know, it's so important to have like a balance, man. Because I know, you know, I used to get spanked and beat, you know, growing up, right? But I wouldn't call it abuse, because obviously it was the last resort, and it was after, like, you know what I'm saying, 6 or 7 times of me being told to do something, right? You know what I'm saying? To me, I feel like abuse is just, you know what I'm saying, like you just taking out any type of anger on your children and like really beating them up.
Yeah.
Right?
But like, because
to be honest, I don't think there was really any ass whooping that I got that really wasn't, that I didn't warrant. If I you know what I'm saying, if I put it that way.
Yeah. I mean, but you know what? Like, here's the thing: like, parents aren't perfect, right? And this thing of raising a child, there's no instruction manual. A lot of times, they'll do what they feel is right. And you know what? Sometimes because life isn't perfect and parents aren't perfect, like maybe there would be a time where your mom would hit you just because they're angry, right? But I think the most important thing is what they do afterwards.
Yes. That's the most important part. That's the main difference for me, right? Because obviously there's been times where I felt some type of way, right? Whether my dad said or did things like that. But me being the person I am, you know what I'm saying, and learning, you know what I'm saying, kind of my mom, right, telling me like, yo, just calm down, right? Just take it on the chin. You know what I'm saying? You're mad enough to handle control, right? Lose your sense of peace over, you know, over just a bickering word, right? So that was one thing that, you know, I appreciate. I truly appreciate, you know, learning from her. and also my pops just just put me on to like if it wasn't for him right taking me on or forcing me right to go with him to the Primerica office right and
Hmm.
things like that right none of this would have came to fruition right
That's.
so I obviously there's certain things that I had to do that I didn't want to do in order to get
Mhm.
to the point where I'm at today right and obviously there's things that I did that I should have done that also got me here today but the one thing that I can say is that I'm thankful for both parents for really being here man and being the yin and yang that I need man to be honest to be perfect parenting to me is there's both parents are on the same page right one
Mhm.
could be nature, one could be nurture. Both can have both of them, right? As long as you guys put it that both on the same page, right? Because that's
Mhm.
the ideal thing for me, right? You want to have a wife, right? You want to be on that. You want to have a wife that you're best friends with, right? Your kids are going through something, you can talk about it. You guys can fight, but even if you do fight, it's not really that serious because you guys are cool with each other like that.
Yeah.
Like things like that. But like nowadays, man.
And also, like, as a, even by the way, like, even if you're somebody, the type of person that doesn't have two parents that are necessarily together, their ability to work
Uh huh.
together, right, to work together to raise a child
Yeah.
despite their differences is also, you know what I'm saying? Like, think
Of
about,
course.
like, for example, I know uh, this is an odd one, especially now, but Will Smith and Jada Smith, right? Will Smith has seems to have anyway quite a cordial relationship with his first son's mother, right? She seems to
Yeah.
be very much a part of the family in terms of being a part of raising the child, right? So like
Yeah.
part of it is also like that ability to be to really truly be selfless and put everything you can into raising the next generation, you know, regardless of what
Yeah.
it is you're going through. I mean, parenting seems like a trip. I'm not a parent, you know what I'm saying, but it just seems like something. Seems like a trip.
No, no,
Seems,
I'm just going off the perspective of me being the child and know how
yeah.
much of a pain in the ass I was. So, right?
Hmm. I'm still a pain in the ass. I mean, I don't think it's changed yet. Hmm. So
Yeah, same. Yeah, same.
somebody that's able to put up with me, and then also give me the space to grow and mature and be the type of man that I can be. You know,
Yeah,
that's a skill. That's not something that necessarily everybody's blessed with. And if you have the type of parent that can do that, it's amazing.
yeah. No, I definitely do. But my dad has had like has been on his like last straw for like 3 years now.
Yeah, but you're his.
I mean, obviously the last straw was pulled, right? But it was just like what I'm saying. If it'd be one of those things, right? Like he was really dumb, but it was like what I'm saying, like what I'm saying, like I feel like right for me, right? I not to come off cocky, but even though I'm very secure about myself, I'd say I do have a lot of potential as an individual, right? I'm
Hmm.
certain skill sets that I can bring to the table, right?
Hmm.
So like I did, so I feel like right he also knows as well, like all right, y'all right? Obviously right? No one's perfect, but even though you may have some right deficiencies or right, you also have some talents and certain skills that can really propel you, right? So I think he understands that as well, right? So right, what is somebody that you're really close with and you're rooting for, right? There
Hmm.
might be times where you really want to give up on them, but at the same time you're really gonna sit there and be like, damn, all right,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're like truly rooting for you. They see what you have, and they also see you not living up quite to your potential, right? And for
yeah,
them, because they love you, they can't ignore that. It's not something that
yeah,
even if you told them to ignore it, they couldn't. It's impossible, right?
yeah,
And it that that's the thing, man. Like to have somebody that's just there like that, you know,
yeah.
it's this is why sometimes you just got to give people the flowers when they can still smell them because that's not always going to be there.
Yeah, and I think that's like another thing too, man. Just cause like, can you imagine the day, right? Right, it was like, dang, like you know what I'm saying? I just want them to know that, right? All the bullshit that they went through with me was like worth it, right? You know what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah.
You always want to make them feel like, all right, you know what I'm saying? The 20 years is worth it, right? Right now, I'm not really giving them that vibe yet, but
Yeah.
but I'm working on it.
Well, yeah, there you go, man. There you go. Yes. And you know even when you don't look like, you don't feel, you don't look to the outside world like you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes this is the thing, this is something that I kind of struggle with, right? It's like, do you ever you obviously go through like times when you're at the top of your game and everything is going well and you're doing everything that you know you should be doing. You're like on a good run, you're in good form, right? And then you go through this time, and then like it's kind of night and day for me anyway. It's night and
What,
day.
what you talking about the starting lineups for Arsenal between 2018 and 19? The one
Yeah,
week would be immaculate. The next week, it's like,
it's
what are you
dire.
doing, bro?
It's like, but like like the instant reaction is like when you see when you see a player that's not 100% there, he's not as good as he was last week. You think, oh, he's stopped trying. He doesn't care anymore. You know what I mean? But you don't actually know how much work goes is going into that specific period of time when they're not firing. You know what I mean? Like when a player's not firing, they work their hardest.
You said
Usually,
what?
that when a player is not when somebody is not on top form, the type of work that goes on is not the same as the work that goes on when you're on form. Meaning, like you, like your mentality, like you're working on your mentality is something that's invisible. It's
Yeah,
invisible. Nobody will necessarily see it while you're doing it. People only see the result of it. They'll be like,
yeah.
"Wow, look at John. He's a well-rounded guy now, man. I remember I saw him a few years ago. It seemed like he was, but look at him now." I'm saying,
And I'm
they'll
gonna hit
see
him
it
with don't watch me watch TV,
while you're
bitch.
doing it. Yeah, what?
I'm gonna hit him with the don't watch me watch TV.
Yeah, exactly. But while you're going through it, right? Like shooting in the gym, is while you're kind of going through it,
Yeah, I'm shooting
right?
air balls.
Shooting air balls in the gym, right? Nobody's there to see that. You know what I mean? Everybody they'll be very quick to call you trash. They'll be very quick to say that you're not working hard enough,
Yeah,
you don't apply yourself enough, that you don't care, this, that, and the other. Meanwhile, on the inside, you know that you do. You know that
yeah.
you do, and you're just going through a time right now. That's everybody.
Yeah.
Is that whole thing of
Yeah, let me get 110 bags and a 5 bag. Hello?
huh?
My bad. You heard me?
Yeah.
Oh, my phone. I'll talk to somebody.
Who are you talking to, man?
My peoples.
Oh my days.
All right, now I'm back.
Are you back?
Yeah, Rudy's probably at work crying right now.
He can hear me.
Like Rudy's crying right now. Rudy's like, yo, if these niggas do not get their shit together, we are not going off. We are not getting paid anytime soon.
Oh my God. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? We're back here again, man. I don't even know what we were talking about, man. You threw me left, man.
Yeah, listen. Are you liking the no topic
I love
podcast?
it, man.
No topic podcast.
I love it. I love it.
No,
Look at this conversation, man. Unplanned, nothing. Just people talking about various things, man.
yeah, man.
That's a podcast. That's what you like
Yeah,
about
man.
that. Why would you change the formula? You know what I'm saying? Why would
All right,
anybody change?
the thing I'm kind of scared of is like, right? Because like we could get a lot of shit off right now, bro. But the
Mm-hmm.
second we start getting a little bit maybe more recognizable, I might become PC Johnny again, bro. Full
Yeah.
laptop mode.
Yeah. You know what? We have to keep, no matter what, we have to keep we have to be authentic. man. We have to be ourselves. Doesn't matter. No matter, man.
No, of course, no. It's not like dealing with the outside world. It's just dealing with like African parents asking me to this, that, that every week.
Yeah, patent this up for me now. You know, when we're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Son,
Yeah. I'm not a fan of 21 Questions, except if it's sung by 50 Cent. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still have love for me, girl?
Nate Dogg, man. Nate Dogg. Underrated, man. Underrated by me, I mean. I didn't
Now and now, do you still have love for me, girl? Yeah, he hit that shit, girl.
Yo, who sings that song?
Right? 50 Cent. What? Nate Dogg.
Yeah, let's keep it that way, okay?
Down and out. Would you still have love for me, girl?
Wait, when did we start this? We started at 1?
Yeah. No. Whoa. We can cook for a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? No rush thing in it.
Yeah.
You want to switch it up, and you want to do it? Do you want to switch it up and just do a UK thing? Right? We can do our best UK accents for the rest of the pod.
Nah, man. I don't want our audience to cringe. I don't want that. I don't want that for you guys.
This my thing, isn't it?
Yeah, somebody stop him. Stop him. Ah.
Shorty Lang.
Oh, nah.
Shorty Peng.
I don't think they say shorty, man. I don't think they say that.
Gia Lang. Shorty got bunda.
I don't know what this one. I don't know what this is. All right, these are the views. These are the views of John Njoga, and not the views of the Look at Vision podcast. Oh my god, John represents himself. Bro. How did the disclaimer go? I can't even speak.
Oh yes.
Anymore.
That whisper shit. Oh yeah, viewer discretion is advised. We are not liable for da.
The Look at the Vision podcast does not share the views expressed by John Njoga.
Yeah, all right, y'all hating. Until I come in with the views like Drake. Ooh.
Views from the six.
Until I come in with the views like Drake.
What is this, man? Oh, man, this is funny.
I'm just saying you can do better. Cups of that rose. Something. Fuck that nigga that you love so bad. Oh, sing it, Rudy. I'm just saying you could do better.
Yo, this is a sign. This is a sign. This is where it should end. I should have a 48-minute podcast. This is a sign. Because the rest of this is not gonna be. It's not gonna be good. I don't know.
Oh no! Of course, this is going to be a short thing. Of course, this is going to be a short pod thing today.
Yeah, man. That was good, man. That was like one of our best ones.
Yeah. Well. Before we wrap this up, I feel like you know what I'm saying we can get to another topic.
Well, you bring it up then.
Shit. Fuck.
There you go.
Wait, hold on. Let me cook. Relax. Don't fall back in. Let me cook. America, stay with me. Stay with me.
Add the salt. A little bit of black pepper. Huh?
Yeah, facts. Oh yeah. Carlos, let me ask you, right? So, which I don't know if this was for you, right? Because obviously, growing up in America, right, you try to fit in all that dumb shit, right? The dumb shit that kids do because, right, we think it's important.
Yeah.
Right? I remember, like, I would have, like, nightmares of, like, you know what I'm saying, thinking that my parents would ever pull up to the school playing, like, right, African music, right? But obviously, this is, like, early ages, right? This is before, like, you know what I'm saying, 2013 or 14, when, right? The culture started getting accepted.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine, right? You know that the African songs they play with the tambourines and the,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. You know the funny thing is, yeah. Now I like some of that.
Yeah, nigga, I bumped that shit like a motherfucker.
Then, dude, oh man, Dad, what?
It's a no, 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 no. Ay, ay.
If it weren't like, who was I really into, man? At that time, I was like really into Chingy,
Yeah.
Chameleon, you know?
Yo, that's crazy, bro. Facts, all that shit.
Yeah, man. I was really into that, man. Chingy, what's up? Why your ass up? I don't know. Do you remember Chingy?
Yes. I like that way you been right there.
Oh my days. Who else, man? Soldier Boy, of course. I knew the whole dance, man. That dance was
No, that's facts.
embarrassing. That dance was embarrassing. I used to do that dance, and it's embarrassing. Right?
Wait, yeah.
That Superman, it's embarrassing. Like, imagine a grown man now doing that.
You relax, 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 relax.
That new dance that you gotta call it Soldier Boy. But I'm telling you, man, as a growing up, I loved it. I loved it. I would do it everywhere. What?
You do. Soldier Boy, tell him.
Oh my day.
Yo, motherfucker, come over here and hit that Soldier Boy.
Yeah. But now the things that I used to think was whack, I now think is cool, and all of the things that I used to think was cool, I now think is whack. Weird.
I knew I was making that transition when I started getting gets of getting. I remember when I started getting socks for Christmas and how happy I was. That's when I knew I was making that transition for the better.
Yeah, or like when somebody asks me what I actually want for Christmas, and I don't actually know. Like I used to just know. I would give me an Xbox, give me an Xbox game, give me that.
Facts.
You know, you just know exactly what you want, and actually also the thing that does it is like the Christmas presents. As you grow older, get smaller.
Uh-huh.
The smaller the gift is, the more excited you are to receive it.
Uh-huh.
Like think about what's the ultimate, like even like jewelry. Say like a wedding ring, right? You ball out for a wedding ring. Comes in a small ass fucking package. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's small.
Most expensive shit.
Yeah. And yet, as a kid, as a child, you wanted like, you know, I remember really wanting like those, you know, those cars for kids. Those like they were the ones that like you could put a kid in,
Yeah.
and drive around the living room. I used to really want those.
Oh, you were trying to get your license early.
My license, my kiddie license, in quotations. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Nah, listen, man. All I nigga needed was some dinosaur action figures or some pipe cleaners, bro. And I was good.
Dinosaur action figures?
Yeah, dinosaur action figures, or if you could get the action figures, buy me pipe cleaners. I'll just make my own action figures, bro. It's like that.
Yeah, or just take me to the Happy Meal at McDonald's a bunch of times. So I have, you know what I'm saying? I just want the Happy Meal, get the toy, you know what I'm saying? Get the toy.
Trust me. College, man, bro. College, bro. You should have seen me in middle school, my guy. Bro, had the pipe cleaners on deck. Any animal you wanted, human action figure, you let me know, bro. I just whip that up in a jiffy. It's like that.
I didn't have like I didn't go out and buy too many actions. I had some, but small ones. But most of my stuff was actually from McDonald's. A lot of it was from McDonald's. That's before. Actually, it's not before. I was like, we were getting consoles. I got a PlayStation. That was I was in 10 when the PlayStation 3 came out. Yo,
Yeah, I remember when the first time I got my PS2 and my PSP, I turned into a whore.
Yo, the PS2.
I was gassed. I was gassed. I was like,
That's like that's as gassed as I was when Arsenal signed Mesut Ozil. Oh my God. Just so happy from ear to ear, smiling.
Right, she just be gassed. Oh man. Yeah, the best thing for me, right? The funny shit to me, right? You bust your ass to get a game that you wanted for so long, and then you keep losing at that shit, and now you hate the game now.
Now you hate the game. Now you don't even touch the pad. What? You didn't even touch it.
Facts.
You didn't even touch it, man.
Facts. Fuck that shit, bro.
Like I have an Xbox One right here, right now. The television is off. You know, like, and then this actually comes back to that. This comes back full circle to that whole thing of perspective, right? Like a lot of like, I actually, if I actually think about it, I'm living the life I always dreamed of. In some way, in some capacity, right?
Oh.
Because as a kid, I remember, oh man, I wish I had enough money to buy myself an Xbox and get any game I want. I now do. I now do. Right, and my perspective and my whole thing is shifted. Like I don't like I have what I wanted as a kid, and it's not like I'm as happy as I thought as I would be as a kid.
Yeah.
You know? And so that even that should tell you everything you need to know about like just where we derive our happiness from. You know, like like somebody, I don't remember who it was. It was probably in Stoic philosophy or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, the boy stole.
Yeah, the Stoics, man. They said like instead of orienting life around wanting to have everything that you want, you should actually practice wanting everything that you have. Right? So if you like if everything that you have, if you just picture that everything that you have now is something that you once dreamed of a while ago, and you're not as happy now as you thought you would be then, you would start to realize that you're actually much luckier than you think you are. You know what I mean? And like
You tell me I'm happy right now.
Well, it should be. You should be. Because somebody should be.
Well, damn nigga, are you the next president? Are you the next telling people what they should be?
Yes, I'm the next. Well, I mean, no, well, I'm not saying they should be, but like based off of a criteria, like for me, for example, right? Like when I think about some of the things that I wanted as a kid, right? I had very simple expectations, simple goals. If you really think about it as a kid, I wanted, because that was the time I was playing lots and lots of games, and I would have to go to a friend's house in order to play their Xbox because I didn't have mine. Well, actually, I had an Xbox.
All right.
Is your background?
Yeah, I'm here.
Background noise.
Let me get some papers. Yo, you only got Bob Marley? Yeah. My phone calls. You came in?
I can.
All right, Brett. You ain't hear shit. All right, so like we were saying, yo, this has to be the most unprofessional, most dysfunctional podcast ever, and I love it.
Oh my god. Like Bob Marley?
Yeah.
You got Bob Marley? Okay.
Yeah. Well, obviously you know what time it is. You know the vibes.
Yeah.
I used to be a big Bob Marley guy, but now I'm raw and uncut.
Oh, raw. Oh, gotcha. I was waiting for it to land. I was like, wait, hold on. Oh, raw.
Like, yo, this nigga's raw.
Anyway, John, let's end it there.
Definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, even if you didn't like the podcast, we don't care about none of that shit. Dislikes only make us want to improve and better ourselves. So thank you for the support, whether you support us or not. Carlos, thank you so much for joining me. Rudy, thank you so much for being the best editor in the world, right? Whether you could talk or not. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Junior, shout out to Tom, Josh, Corby, right? The rest of the gang that we're missing. And yeah, man.
Yeah.
Any last remarks? You know what I'm saying? My well-spoken friend.
Well, love and guidance every time. I bit that
Yes.
one. That one.
Yes, love and guidance. Yes, guidance to the love. Love the guidance.
Amen. Anyway, guys, take care.
Yeah, definitely, man. All right, later, man.